online with our partner university, Mahatma Gandhi University. With ACCP Career Program, you're one step ahead to becoming an internationally recognized mobile app and web developer. For more info, visit us at RLG Institute of Technology, 62 Caraba Avenue, opposite Pipeline Mosque, or call us now on 437-1170 or 794-4399. Email adtechtraining@rlggambia.gm.
Welcome back and off to the international scene. Egyptians are marking the third anniversary of the Arab Spring Revolution that led to the fall of former President Hosni Mubarak. The anniversary comes at a time the country is experiencing a wave of clashes between security forces and Islamist supporters. And the former senior minister of the disbanded Saliga government has been lynched by a mob in the capital of the Central African Republic. We have details in this report.
Egyptian Islamists wanted to hold a demonstration to celebrate the third anniversary of the 2011 revolt that led to the fall of Hosni Mubarak. But the center of the capital, Cairo, was totally blocked off by security forces who fired tear gas and shot into the air to disperse the crowds. Dozens of people were arrested. The body of Joseph Kalite, a former minister close to former Seleka rebels, was placed inside the Ali Babolo Mosque in the Central African Republic. He was killed by young people wielding a machete in the center of the capital. They only killed him because he was a high-ranking member of the Muslim community. Despite appeals by the new president, violence is spreading throughout every part of the capital, and international intervention forces are overwhelmed. Acts of vengeance against the Muslim community, which has been accused of backing the rebels, is widespread, as are reprisals by former Seleka rebels who are going on rampages in Christian neighborhoods. Gabon's President Ali Bongo Ondimba named a new prime minister on Friday. Daniel Ona-Ondo was named to the post following municipal and regional elections, which were won by the party in power. Ondo had been serving as first deputy speaker of parliament. He's a former minister and economist. Ondo said he would form a new government by the end of the week.
Authorities in Brazil have stepped up their fight against illegal logging with the institution of a special unit tasked with helping protect the country's vast forest cover. Statistics saw a rise in the number of trees being felled in the Amazon area. We have details in this report.
Amazon rainforest is a treasure for the planet, a treasure Brazilian authorities are having a hard time protecting. After a decade-long pause, illegal logging has resumed. In 1 year, cleared areas increased by 30%. Environmental police recently launched a crackdown on illegal sawmills. In this lumberyard, there are no ID tags, which are a requirement. The owner says he doesn't have the documents with him.
It's false. They know they have to keep all documentation here for inspections. This is required by environmental legislation. Why would they bring the documents to Belém when they need them here?
There are hundreds of sawmills like this around the rainforest. The authorities shut them down regularly, confiscating the lumber. Sawmill owners say they have no choice. This man says he is aware that he doesn't have his papers in order.
I know my papers are all wrong, and I'm here to face it. My friend, I don't have any reason to run. I work because I need to. I've never stolen or killed.
It's difficult to convince the local communities that the forest needs protection. For many people here, logging is simply a way to make a living.
There came a time when our people lost their sense a bit and started to cut down trees illegally. But later we spoke with them and said, we didn't think we should do that. It's because we're not getting any help. We got very little help.
Armed with shotguns, agents from the Brazilian Institute for the Environment continue patrolling the area. In 1 year, the Brazilian government collected $800 million in fines.
Well, time now to take our second break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and over now to sports. There is a refreshing air of optimism sweeping around the Gulf Coast in Fajara. Not many guesses as to the reason for this positive feeling, because the impasse that led to a complete halt in activities on the Gulf Coast has now been resolved. Babukar Senghor went to the Gulf Coast in Fajara, where he met a familiar face on the vast coast.
The air is refreshingly cozy here, a mixture of the pleasant scenery of the Fajara coast and the good news of a return to action on the Gulf Coast. It's time to tee off again, and many are enjoying the moment when off-field issues are no more dominating headlines. 2013 has not been that all rosy for golf in the Gambia, for what seems a seemingly unending bickering between the GGA and the Fajara Golf Club brought activities on the country's main golf course to a halt. The impasse was a massive blow to both parties. Fajara Club lost the needed revenue, and the GGA membership stayed away without games for months. The standoff was resolved in time, and the club started swinging again, and smiles reappear, and revenue continues to flow. The golf course has its life back, much to the delight of players.
Well, for me personally, it's good to be back, and back on the course, back home. And it hasn't changed much, but it's still what it was before. It's still a tough little course that I left here.
The GGA president is reveling in the new fun mood on the course.
Well, like they say, there's no place like home. And even though the course, well, is the way it is, but you can still enjoy it. And I enjoyed myself today. And we're looking to see how best we can improve it. In addition to another golf course, obviously. And we have the Golf Academy as well. We have 1 or 2 foreign missions who are interested in helping, particularly with the Golf Academy. Yeah.
Sporting a new set of custom-made clubs, the GGA president found out on the course, learning to acquaint himself with his new clubs.
I was fortunate enough in Taiwan to practice before a computer, a simulator.
Wow.
And it's from the simulator that the club length was determined, the grip size, you know, and also the type of club. But there are different types of clubs. So, and from there they ordered the clubs for me.
It was a good return to the vast golf course, a moment to enjoy an unbeatable feel about the scenery, and some light-hearted meeting point with some old friends too. JJ, Ibrahim's old friend on the course, and his caddy Dembo, who spotted us out in amongst the crowd on the course. This is one bit of Fajara Golf Course's delightful cocktail of pleasures, the leisurely beautiful environment backed by a refreshing swing of the club. Golf is back with a bang. For Grts News, this is Babukar Senghor.
And from sports there by Babukar Senghor, take a look at our main headlines once again. The Banjul City Council has devised new methods to help deal with the usually huge volume of refuse that is often generated from the monthly cleansing exercise. Egyptians are marking the 3rd-year anniversary of the fall of long-serving President Hosni Mubarak amid violent clashes between security forces and supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood. Authorities in Brazil have upped the ante against illegal logging in a desperate attempt to protect the country's vast Amazon forest cover. And opposition protesters have fought running street battles with police in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. Well, that's all in this edition of the news. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. Until then, I am Fatou Janimbai, and good night.